welcome to Ikate's Crossing. Okay, where do I begin? I have, and you may have in your collection, some Oracle deck guidebooks. Now, some of the guidebooks may come separate, may come in a little bit of a larger size, and they are an awesome source of resources when it comes to working with your deck. For example, let's start with the Crystal Alley cards. But let's just have a look at the guidebook to start with before we get into the actual cards. Okay, Crystal Alley cards, Revolution Edition. Let's just begin with this. Okay, there's a lot of information in regards to how you can work with the deck and all that sort of stuff. So we begin by, let's just have a look. Here we've got the elemental forces of nature. It talks about earth, fire, water, wind, and storm. Consulting the Crystal Alleys, healing with the Crystal Alley cards, using stones in conjunction with the cards, stone layouts. So you're working with crystals and cards. Stone layouts, chakra work, elemental stone layout, the full chakra layout, the daily card. Then there's meditations, connecting with your totem crystal allies, cleansing the chakras, experiencing the elemental allies. Now you can do this with any sort of crystal tarot or oracle deck. I think you could work with this in many different ways. Connecting with your totem crystal allies, cleansing your chakras, experiencing the elemental allies, earth, fire, water, wind, and storm. Then you've got your layouts. So you've got your spreads. You've got Insight, which is just one card, Path Working, which is 2 cards, Trinity, which is 3 cards, Manifesting 4 cards, Elemental 5 card, Chakra 7 cards, the Great Wheel is 10 cards, with the in-depth elemental layout, Snapshot, Comprehensive Current Energies, and then you've got your Soul Path, Lifetime Elemental Gifts and Lessons, which you may have seen me do already on my channel. Then we've got timed layouts, lunar cycles and solar cycles. So we've got the solar cycle reading and then the lunar cycle reading, and then it talks about the different cards. So you've got your earth element cards, your fire element cards, the water element cards, the wind element cards, and then the storm element cards. Then it talks about the author, the biography, and the gratitude. So we're really going to talk about layouts. We're going to talk about spreads and things from different oracle decks. So let's begin with the Crystal Alley cards. So let's look at the Insight spread. So what pages are we doing? 50. Okay, so let's look at your spreads we want to look at. Okay, so let's have a look here with this here. Card layouts or spreads are the best way to get in-depth insight into a question or situation by using the Crystal Alley cards. But you could use any sort of crystal oracle deck. If you don't have the Crystal Alley deck cards, you could use any sort of crystal deck or any sort of oracle deck in these spreads as well. I think these are sort of open to working, but what I want you to do is to get your oracle book and start working through some of the spreads. It's a great way to sort of get to know your deck in some way. So in a layout, each position gives a specific context to the card that's in place. For instance, if a particular position represents the immediate future, you know that the card placed in that position refers to what will soon develop around the situation. If it's about the past, you know the card is describing what you've already learned through your experiences. The context of a card can be important in accurately interpreting the meaning of the cards you receive. Layouts are also helpful because they help you to focus your attention before choosing a card for that position. For instance, you can ask, please show me the card that represents the immediate future. Then when you draw the card, you already know it is the answer to that very specific question or intention. When you draw cards willy-nilly with no clarity or intention, no structure, your answers are going to be equally haphazard and jumbled. So choosing a layout, focusing on the meaning of the position as you draw the card, then interpreting the meaning of the card in the context of the position will solve the problem of muddled, vague answers. The following layouts offer various levels of detail and scope for your readings. One layout will not work for all questions, so be sure to read through them and choose the layout that matches your intention. Okay, so the first one we do, so let's pull out the deck. Oh, wrong deck. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so we're doing Insight. Spread, there's the Oracle deck. So, pulling just one card around a question or issue is not really a layout, and is certainly not an ideal way to get a structured, clear answer. However, if you're looking for a keyword-based glimpse into your question or issue, pulling a single card can provide some information for you. I'll call this the Insight card. When pulling an Insight card, it's very important to formulate a clear question and focus upon it for a minute before choosing the card itself. Without focusing on a clear question first, it will be more difficult to determine what the card is inferring. Since there are no context-based positional meanings in a one-card draw, your personal clarity in formulating your question is key. So bring your question to mind. It is best if you write it down to ensure the wording correctly reflects what you want to learn. Spread the cards in a fan in front of you, then choose a single card. The keyword on that card is your insight into the question at hand. Okay, so let's take a minute to take a breath, and what do we need to reflect on at this time? So let me just shuffle the cards out. What do we need to reflect on at this time? Okay, I was going to lay the cards out, but already this is formulated. Prosperity with Garnet. So it's all about our prosperity at this time. Interesting. So let's have a look and see what it says in the book. Let's take a minute. What does prosperity mean to you? Okay, so we're looking at the earth, heart, and the muladhara, the root chakras. And the affirmation is, I receive abundance through all channels of the universe. Then it goes into talking about the picture and all about what garnets are. But let's have a look at the actual message. When garnet appears in your reading, it is reminding you to open your eyes to the bounty and prosperity that the universe is offering you right now. The earth is the perfect vehicle for providing you with all that you could need to survive and thrive in physical form. Ask for what you need and acknowledge for this, that this or something even better will be given to you. Humanity experienced the illusion of scarcity as an outgrowth of the illusion of separation. In truth, there is enough prosperity and wealth to ensure that every human's needs are met. It is only through your own ideas of scarcity that you staunch the flow of prosperity into your life. When you accept the prosperity of the universe, you're able to bear witness to the bounty of your birthright as a child of the divine creator. Garnet is calling you to accept the gifts that have been set before you. Acknowledge those that you have received with gratitude and affirm your belief in a prosperous and bountiful universe for all beings. Okay, so then we're going to start with that. So don't forget to ring the bell, like, and subscribe to this channel so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care and blessed day.